There we go. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. I hope everyone had a great week. We'll be right with you. We'll be right with you. I'm letting Facebook let everybody know we're live. Let's see if I can. There we go. As you come in, those who are watching live and those who will watch this later, please let me know where you're watching from. We like to monitor where our audience is coming from. All right? Do me a favor. Go ahead and type "I'm here" so I know that you're watching. And also take a moment and share this broadcast on your timeline and in your groups that you follow. We'll be right with you. We got a hot show today. Hot one. You don't want to miss this. Shout out to the brothers and sisters in South Africa for always giving us the rhythm, the music. Hey, where my people from Johannesburg? Where my people from Durban? Where my people from Cape Town, South Africa? Huh? Where my people from Loweto? Huh? So we're going to go ahead. We're going to start out by looking at the chart today. 1 second. We've had some very nice movement. We've had some very nice movement over the week with the cryptos retracing back to near all-time highs. And we'll take a look at that right now to show you how things are moving. All right, so let me give me a moment to set my screen here. I'm going to share my screen. All right. This is the Bitcoin chart on the daily time frame. This week has been a powerful one because, as you see, Bitcoin has been going up all week long, which is always a great thing to see, and holding above the first resistance level, which is another amazing thing to see. So over the weekend, we could possibly see some more upward movement to break these levels. I'm going to point them out to you just so you can see. This one and this one and this one. Move this over. These are the levels that Bitcoin is up against to reach new all-time highs. This last one at the top is the doozy. What we need to see is a huge pump from about right here at 58,868 and break through this to the upside to about 65,000. That'll clear out everything and enter Bitcoin, I believe. Let me check on the weekly before I say, yeah. That will bring Bitcoin into what is classically called in trading price discovery. Okay? Price discovery. So let's just keep an eye out on what's going on with Bitcoin over the next few days. Okay? Peace and love to the family. Do me a huge favor and let me know where you're viewing from. So I promised y'all today that I would have a major crypto talk. Well, just like we see on the charts, for cryptocurrency, for Bitcoin, for Ethereum, many other different cryptos, sometimes when you're trading, it takes time for the move that you want to trade on to actually materialize and develop. So you enter the trade. So in this case, before I could talk about this fully, I needed some more data. I needed some more material. I needed some more information. And that day has come. This isn't an announcement. This is just me teaching you guys and showing you some things that are low key in the news that you need somebody to educate on so that the people know exactly what's happening. All right. With that said, a lot of people have seen the SEC in the news. Okay? A lot of people have seen the SEC in the news and are frustrated, as am I. About how the SEC is being reckless in a lot of ways with enforcement actions against the future of technology and digital money in cryptocurrencies. And it's gotten to a point where I don't care which cryptocurrency they are regulating, something needs to change. I often wondered, why was the SEC always so aggressive towards cryptocurrencies? right? Why? What threat? You see, anytime you see somebody talking negative about a subject matter like technology, normally there's some underlying threat to it of why they're talking and presenting themselves in this fashion. I figured out why. And I'm going to share that information with you right now. Hold on one second. Let me get my video started. What's up, Dylan? What's going on, Lewis? We are going to share this information right now because the world needs to know the reason why the SEC is doing what it is doing. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Make sure you share this out. This is going to be great information. Okay. To cue this up, this is Congressman Emmer talking to the SEC chair, Gary Gensler. I want y'all to listen to this, and as this clip plays on, I'll make comment.
The gentleman from Minnesota, Mr. Elmer, is now recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Thank you. Chairman Gensler, thanks. Like everyone else, I want to thank you for appearing before the committee today. Appreciate your time. You've already covered this topic with some other members, but I want to go into it again. There are millions of Americans, as you know, who hold cryptocurrency. Specifically, over 55 million Americans are now engaged in this asset class. And the value of these.
Over 55 million Americans has engaged in cryptocurrency. The population for the United States is around 355 million people. Just keep note of that.
Cryptocurrencies, the value of the market is approximately $2 trillion. You've been outspoken in that you think most cryptocurrencies on the market are securities. I couldn't disagree with you more thoroughly. I believe most cryptocurrencies are commodities or currency. But for the purpose of better understanding your perspective, I have several quick questions I'd like to run through during my time, and I'd appreciate quick responses to each question. Chair Gensler, let's say someone who issued a token agrees with you and thinks that their token is a security and they want to register it with the SEC. If they register it, can they trade it on the New York Stock Exchange, or could they trade it on NASDAQ?
Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that? I need to run that question back again. One more time. Hold on. Mr. Emmer is nailing it on the head. Here we go.
Cryptocurrencies are commodities or currency. But for the purpose of better understanding your perspective, I have several quick questions I'd like to run through during my time, and I'd appreciate quick responses to each question. Chair Gensler, let's say someone who issued a token agrees with you and thinks that their token is a security and they want to register it with the SEC. If they register it, can they trade it on the New York Stock Exchange, or could they trade it on NASDAQ?
Did y'all know when you register with the SEC, as a security, you have right, supposedly, you're supposed to have rights to be listed on the securities stock exchange, i.e. the NASDAQ. Hold on. Let Mr. Gensler answer.
It would somewhat depend on NASDAQ and New York Stock Exchange listing rules and how they register it, but there's multiple ways to register. If they registered and the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ said yes, that might facilitate it. Nobody's asked to do that as far as I understand.
Actually, the answer is no. Can a broker-dealer like Charles Schwab, another question, deal in a digital asset that has gone through SEC registration? In other words, would they be able to trade these digital asset securities and custody them?
Well,
notice what he's asking. Let's listen to the response.
custody is really the issue that you mentioned. We have not been able to sort through. There's a feature of crypto assets, which is that a private key transfers ownership. That's a feature, but it also creates challenges, or some would say it's both a feature and a bug of the custody of those crypto assets.
Again, I believe the answer is no. And I think earlier today you used the term stable value coins. There's no such thing. Value is a term that you put in there. They are stable coins. Chair Gensler, as you know, there are about 100 tokens with a $1 billion market cap. Let's say you deem one of these coins with $1 billion market cap and tens of thousands of investors as security. Mm-hmm. What happens to those investors, sir?
Well, if the coin were to come in and to actually register, those investors get the benefit of our securities law. Right now, they don't have the benefit of that basic bargain that we protect people against fraud and manipulation in our capital markets is they get full and fair disclosure. They're not getting that right now. And it's falling short, and people are going to get hurt.
Chair Gensler, actually, what will happen under that scenario is the value of the token will plummet, and retail investors, the very people you are supposed to protect, will not be able to trade in it. So I guess where I'm going to go with this, if there's no path for them to be traded anywhere, wouldn't investors be hurt by your enforcement actions? And what are you doing to solve this problem? What are you going to do?
What I've said publicly, and I mean this, is come in, work with us. If the rules that were written in other decades don't quite fit these digital investment contracts, and that's what many of these are. They're entrepreneurs, computer scientists that are raising money from the public, and the public is anticipating profits. And that's why Congress painted with a broad brush, and the investing public is relying on some group of entrepreneurs and computer scientists for their profits. And I'm glad to work with projects, work with Congress if you want to repeal the laws as they are, so that fewer people are protected against fraud in these markets.
And actually, Chair, I appreciate the answer. I don't know that at the end we still disagree on the securities aspect. I think the vast majority are currency or commodities. But this is why it's really important for the SEC to develop a framework that the crypto industry can operate in. Crypto is one of the highest performing asset classes in decades. Retail investors got into this space before institutional ones. And your job, the SEC's mandate, is to protect investors, maintain fair, orderly, and efficient markets, and facilitate capital formation. When you make conclusory public statements and regulate through enforcement action, you jeopardize that mandate. I encourage everyone to take a look at my bipartisan bill, the Securities Clarity Act, which amends securities law with a new definition, the investment contract asset. So the SEC can work with issuers to swiftly determine when a token is offered as part of the securities contract and when it's not. Thank you again, Chair Gens.
All right. So that's Congressman Emmer, disclaimer, I don't delve much into politics, but when you hear questions like that, we now understand why crypto isn't legal in America or recognized by the SEC. Like, I said not legal in America. It's legal, but not recognized by the SEC. Because see, if the SEC comes out and says, you know, cryptocurrency is all clear in America, the next step would be to have Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP and all these different cryptocurrencies listed on the New York Stock Exchange. Listed on the New York Stock Exchange. You have the hottest asset class in over a decade and is not listed on the New York Stock Exchange. This is the reason why there's so much pushback from the SEC, because if you allow cryptocurrency to be traded on the New York Stock Exchange, it will dwarf every other asset class that's listed currently on the stock exchange, the NASDAQ. Think about it. The Fortune 500 companies, the S&P, all of those, money would drop from the stock market and flow right into crypto. Does anybody understand that? Huh? Do we get that? Here's the deal. Whose money is actively trading in the stock market? The very same politicians that are in Washington, D.C. So it benefits them to fight against cryptocurrency. For one, they don't understand it. For two, it's a threat to their overall portfolio that is held in stocks, bonds, etc., traded on the New York Stock Exchange. Forex market is north of $5 trillion a day. Forex, foreign exchange, trading, $5 trillion a day. Hold on. I'm coming. Just be patient with me. Daily. I'm going to look this up. So I want to make sure that I get this right. I got to make sure I get this right. Daily summary represents volume trading. I don't want to put no estimates out there that's not right. So we got to make sure what is... Okay. I'm verifying something. Hold on. The daily trading volume for the New York Stock Exchange is massive. And what I am looking for is to be able to verify that number, right? One source, I'll just say, one source says it's about 200. Okay, so we have the market cap. The market cap for the entire stock market is about 26.2 trillion, according to Wikipedia. I think that's a little low, but we'll go with it. Okay. The daily trading volume is in the trillions. They're not there's no way, there's no reference of exact numbers, so I'm not going to give a number that I can't verify. But just know this: if the foreign exchange market is 5 trillion a day, the trading volume on the New York Stock Exchange has to be in the tens of trillions of dollars. Let's just say it like that. The market cap, I'm going to show y'all this. We can do that. The entire market cap for all of cryptocurrencies is $2.3 trillion. $2.3 trillion. If it was legal to trade these assets on the New York Stock Exchange and the SEC actually got out of the way and did its job and allowed for things to flow like they should be able to flow, then NASDAQ is already prepared to have these currencies listed on the New York Stock Exchange, on the world stage. So if it gets listed on the New York Stock Exchange, what stops it from being listed on the German Stock Exchange? What stops it from being listed on the Britain Stock Exchange? What stops it from being listed on the European stock exchange, the Euro Stock Exchange? What the Nikkei and on and on and on over in Asia and even in the African and Latin American markets to be able to trade these assets in the open market. This, my friends and loved ones, is the end game. That is the end game. That is the end game. And this is why the SEC is picking winners and losers in crypto, saying that Bitcoin gets a pass, Ethereum gets a pass, but there's no enforcement actions, no lawsuits against them. But outside of that, everybody else, you got to come and register with the SEC. If you notice, even Bitcoin and Ethereum still ain't listed on the New York Stock Exchange. Because money, as we know it, family, I said this the last time I was on the live, has to go. It's coming from somewhere and it's going to somewhere. This is a cyclical thing that happens over decades. Money moves from one market and goes into a new market because there's no more, that market has matured, right? And the amount of investment dollars that can go into it and make amazing gains is capped. So they need to create new markets. That new flow of money can go into crypto that generates more wealth. This is how it works. And why it works this way is because a lot of the money that's coming from one place, right, and going to the new place is debt. Borrowed funds. Let me ask y'all a question. Is it legal for an individual, me, you, everybody watching, a non-corporate entity, is it legal to take a credit line, credit card, personal credit, borrow money, and the bank knows that you borrowed the money to invest in cryptocurrency? Can you do that? Can we do that? Can we do that? Somebody answer that question. Can we do that? In America, wherever you are, is it allowed to do that? No, we can't. If you call your bank and says, hey, I want to take out a loan for 5,000, 50,000, 100,000. Sir, what are you going to use it for? Oh, I'm going to buy cryptocurrency. It's not allowed. The irony of this, watch now. The same bank that told you no is the same bank that borrows money from the Federal Reserve. Yo, they borrow money from the Federal Reserve, near 0% interest. That same bank that told you no has their own trade desk set up, Bloomberg terminals to boot, trading on the New York Stock Exchange with loaned money, borrowed money that they have to pay back. Money that I call it abracadabra money. Money that's not backed by anything. They just make a phone call and say, hey, can you send us? And it arrives. And it arrives. And they are allowed, not only the banks, all publicly traded companies are allowed to do that. But the SEC says the average citizen in America and around the world don't know what they're doing. And somebody has to play big brother to the citizens. So we create a situation to where you as a citizen can't enter into decent investments that's going to yield you big returns. In order to do that, you have to be what is called an accredited investor. Why? When your institution is the same institution that sat back and watched in 2008, 2009, the entire market crash, and you were an accredited investor, and nobody went to jail. Imagine that. You caused the entire world economy to crash, and nobody goes to jail. Borrowed money to buy houses, right? Talking 2008, 2009. I'm coming. I'm just going to all circle back. Borrowed money to buy houses or to lend against houses. Predatory lending in red line neighborhoods all across the United States. And nobody goes to jail. To the extreme of you call Congress, tell Congress the banking system is in trouble. We need a bailout. My question to everybody is, where is the people's bailout? Because last time I checked, every bailout that is issued by the government, the people that pay that money back is you and me. So we wait for this to materialize and settle out. But the end game will be crypto will be traded on that NASDAQ. They've had the system ready since this is 2019, 2018, 2019. They've been ready since then. But until there's another clue, right? At this very moment, as I'm talking to you from Africa, most institutions have not bought cryptocurrency. Most banks have not bought cryptocurrency for themselves. Most governments haven't bought cryptocurrency. But if you know the end game, which is it's going to be traded on the world market, don't it make sense just to have some? If you know the end from the right now, and you allow this information to be transmitted to your viewership, you're hearing it, and you don't do nothing about it. And you talking about, I'm broke. And you talking about, I can't pay my bills. And you talking about, it's hard. And you don't take action. That is nobody's fault but the person that listened and didn't do. We're at $2 trillion market cap with very few institutions in cryptocurrency. This is the highest market cap we have seen this year in all of crypto history, $2 trillion. We've never seen this market cap before. We've never seen this before. Even in 2017, 18, the highest it got was $800 billion. This ain't hard, people. The life and time that we live is the easiest time in modern history, in all of history, in all of human history. It has never been this easy to become wealthy. And it's all because of technology. Being on the right side of technology. They did the same thing with Tesla, y'all. They did the same. When Elon Musk first launched Tesla, I remember. You know how I remember? Because I was living in California. And I remember going to the Tesla store. The one of the first was in Santa Monica. One of the first in the country, Santa Monica, California. The first car, the Tesla Roadster. Went and saw it. Tesla, soon after, it took some years, you just FUD. Oh, this will never work. Oh, gas cars are the greatest. Oh, we don't want this in our nation. We want to keep gas and diesel running. It was just, the news was blasting negativity for years. All the while, the rich folk are buying Tesla stock. The lowest I saw Tesla stock was at $19 when it first got listed. I had some. I wish I would have held on to it. That $19, I bought $1,000 worth of Tesla stock at $19. Hear me. I bought $1,000 worth of Tesla stock when it first got listed on the New York Stock Exchange. Right? $52 shares. 52 shares of Tesla stock. Let me just look it up. I'm just curious. Wish I wouldn't have sold it so early. I thought I had reached the top at that time. Ignorance is bliss. 52 shares at $785 is $40,820 today. So they're doing the same thing with crypto. Now, every time you hear about Tesla in the news concerning stocks, oh, it's one of the favorites. Watch it happen with crypto. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. So the quicker we get to the education, the quicker we get to the financial literacy, the quicker we get to taking action is the quicker we can get started accumulating these assets. I said in my last show, I'm going to say it again until it sticks. Debt begets more debt. The more involved you get with borrowing money, the more money you're going to borrow. Assets begets more assets. The more assets that you buy, it will be the more assets that you have. And the last time I checked, the greatest instrument on the earth for wealth is owning assets and having very little debt. If you want to go back to ancient times, wealth was categorized in land, herds, horses, donkeys, camels, chickens, gold and silver. I already said land, right? Those were the assets of the day. Real estate. These are still assets. The difference is everything's gone digital. And those who flock towards the digital landscape and digital assets called cryptocurrency first are the ones that are going to be big winners. Big winners 5, 10, 20 years from now. Why? Because we're not going back to the days of the Industrial Revolution. This one is for the baby boomers. The Industrial Revolution is what fed y'all. It's what made a lot of baby boomers the wealth that they have right now, if they have some. Gone are the days of the Industrial Revolution. It's on its last leg. Okay. In are the days of the fourth industrial revolution, which is all digital, which is all technology, which is all AI, which is all blockchain, which is all robotics, which that's the age we're going to. So I'm going to say it again. Money flows from one place, leaves one place, and goes to another. The going to another in this case is the fourth industrial revolution. Are you in the game? Are you taking ownership of your own reality, your own assets? Or are you still participating in the Industrial Revolution, where people use third parties to invest their money and get crumbs off those investments and get stabbed with a lot of fees, broker fees, broker dealer fees, transaction fees for participating in the stock exchange. And all they did was one click of button and they charge you all these crazy fees. And then when the market is getting ready to go down, most of these people don't have the technical analysis or the fundamental analysis to look at a chart to say, oh, we need to pull all of our customers' funds out of this dangerous environment and let this environment settle down. No. They keep your money in there and let the sucker collapse on you, and you getting a statement and looking at your retirement fund like, what the F just happened? I had X amount of dollars 2 months ago. Now I got half of that. The fourth industrial revolution says, we the bank. I don't need to go to you bankers for no loan. That's right. I said it. It is true that you can go set yourself up financially to where you acquire assets. Assets beget assets. That you've accumulated such a massive amount of these assets over time without stressing yourself, just on a weekly plan, just buying. Every week, like I go to Starbucks or I go to the AMC movie theater if they open, whatever your favorite thing to buy on a weekly basis, you just add cryptocurrency to that situation and say, hey, I'm just buying. Every week, I'm just buying. I don't care. I'm just buying. And over the next 2-3 years, you look at your portfolio and you say, man, the prices done gone up 50x, 100x, 600x, 1,000x. And you got all of this asset. Free one for y'all today. When you have assets, one of the ways that the rich always stay wealthy is they know how to skirt the tax laws. If you notice in real estate, when you do a real estate transaction, you sell a house, they give you, depending on the size of the transaction, they give you X amount of days to find a new one, or you will be charged capital gains tax. Right? Okay. So, in comes the 1031 exchange, where you done sold your house and you're looking for another house, and you exercise a 1031 exchange to where You need to acquire somebody's property and they get the cash and it cancels out the capital gains tax, especially for single folk. So capital gains don't get paid. No capital gains get paid, right? Watch this. Wealthy people stay wealthy because they know how to avoid paying taxes. If you have an asset that has appreciated above the original acquisition price, yeah? If you sell that asset, it's a taxable event. Everybody got that? Drop a yes in the comments. You got it? Are you with me? Does that make sense? Does it make sense? Let me know. Let me know. Okay. We got some yeses coming in. Makes sense. All right. But that same asset increased over acquisition price, 50x, 100x, whatever. It's increased way beyond what you purchased it originally, right? If you don't sell the asset, but you find someone to borrow the money from, you borrowed against your asset. Huh? That is not a taxable event. Go talk to your accountant. Don't be in my DMs. Go talk to your accountant and ask them. They will tell you he is telling you the truth. And most wealthy people don't hold assets in their name. It's in a trust or corporation. So even if you get taxed, it ain't the same tax that an individual would pay. It'll be much less. Because now you can write off so many things against that asset. So many things against that asset that the tax burden would be almost nil. This is one of the strategies. Exactly. See, we got some brilliant folk on here. Talk to them, Kim. Just like borrowing from a whole life insurance policy. Exactly. It's the same game, but in a digital form. So technically, we don't need no financial institution. We need, as a people, all people need to get away from the drug of third-party and dependency on handling our financial matters. Why? Because the economic environment is hyper toxic. And this thing can go down at any moment. And our psychological belief system, we need to reprint and re-educate and repurpose our thinking away from third-party custodianships. That goes for IRAs, mutual funds, stocks, bonds, the whole shebang. Because it's too risky in today's climate. I just read about Nigeria. The leader of your country is borrowing $16.3 trillion naira for the budget of 2022. How are they going to pay that money back? That ain't just happening in Nigeria. It's happening here in the U.S. How you going to pay the money back? You're borrowing money and have no plan to pay it back. How you going to do it? So when the shift hit the fan, and it will, it's already started. Can't get 100K out on the same day unless it's a wire. Can't get 100K cash out of the banking system in the U.S. They'll tell you we don't have it. Have to come back later. It's already happening. Why is it that you have lines at banks in the United States? Do you know the first places that actually had those issues were places like the Philippines, places in Latin America? Do you know why people stood outside circling the bank? Because they didn't have enough money at the bank. They didn't have enough money at the bank. And you're starting to see the same thing in the United States. If the bank is still operating to where you can go and talk to a banker and a teller in person. It's all being slid in. Slowly, subtly, waiting to get your money. Do you want to be in that situation? I know I don't. When you have far superior technology that can allow an individual to send $1 million, watch this, from Kenya to the United States in minutes, not days, with cryptocurrency. In minutes, not days. Try that with a bank and see what happens. Right, good week, good 2 weeks, if it comes through. We got to get away from third-party custodianships, guys, and take control of our own financial future for our generations, for our kids, our grandkids, our great-grandkids. We got to do it. So while Washington and Congress and the U.S. Security, SEC Commission shuffle through trying to understand cryptocurrency, this is the greatest moment to buy on a small level, acquisitional schedule, crypto. The worst thing you could do is take a big chunk of money and just dump it into cryptocurrency. You don't want to do that. Small. If you have, let's say you have $1,000, $100 a week, just buy. These are my own opinions. This isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes, and I'm just sharing some things that I've learned. Okay, so don't come at me saying D said do this. I'm just sharing my opinion. $1,000, $100 a week. $10,000, $1,000 a week. $100,000, $10,000 a week. Just buy at different price points. The reason why we're doing that on a weekly basis at different price points. You're buying in. It's not your money's not. You have 100K and it's not just stuck on one price, right? You're blending it in over a period of time to capture different price points, so you're not stressed. With your new acquisitions, and don't be stressed and panic with your portfolio. because these markets are volatile. But volatility is the mechanism by which wealth is created. Volatility is in the stock market. And the stock market has created some wealthy people. So cryptocurrencies, coins that are going up and down that are being volatile, it's a natural environment for trying to make money. So don't be afraid of a volatile market. Just make sure you're on the right side of it. Especially now. I'm going to pause for a moment, and I'm going to open up the floor for some questions. Who has questions? Bring me some questions, please, so I can answer them. All right? On the topics that we are covering. Please bring me some questions. I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
This is DJ Protege.
Any questions? I thought I would add the music to kill the deadness vibe and add a vibe. Write your question and submit it. Let's go. By a show of hands, why some... This is a good one. How do we be the bank? How do we be the bank? All right. Never know when. 1 second. We become the bank, or how do we become the bank? Let's walk through what a bank does. A bank collects cash from the citizens of said country. Okay? We can also say a bank, for the purposes of this video, collects liquidity. A bank collects liquidity. Then, after collecting this liquidity from both individuals and corporates, the bank then turns around and lends it out. I'm going somewhere. Okay? And based off the payments of those debts from the citizenship and from the country, they make more money, while more capital is still coming in. You can do the same thing participating in decentralized finance. All from your wallet. I'm glad you asked me this question. I'm glad you asked me this question. Oh, I got something for you. Hold on. You can do the same thing with decentralized finance. It's the very same decentralized finance, y'all, that we have access to, that the banks are knocking at the door to get in on. I'm coming. Hold on. I'm glad you asked me this question. Oh, I'm glad. I posted about this on my timeline the other day, but I don't know how many people actually looked at this of what I said. I'm glad a lot of y'all do be paying attention, though. Thank you so much for the love. Let me find this post real quick. It is vital to understand, guys, that things are changing. Here we go. Let me share my screen. Everybody tap in and look at this real quick. All right. Here we go. Y'all see this post right here? I said staking for institutions on Ethereum. Consensus, which is the institutional arm of Ethereum, says time for some facts of life. Decentralized finance is the future. Codified staking makes institutional staking on Ethereum easy. Talk to us to learn how your business can earn rewards from staking the same assets I've been telling y'all for years to go and acquire. The banks have access to them now and will use the very same decentralized finance that we use without their participation. Great question. So you continue to acquire assets, and it gets to a level with the price appreciation that's happening this year. Just use a stimulus check, right? A lot of people got stimulus checks from the U.S., $1,200. Some folks said, screw it, I'm going to invest the whole check. Ask them where they are today with the acquisitions that they made with that $1,200. It's in the tens of thousands of dollars. So it doesn't take long to make these acquisitions and make the key is making the transformation away from that third-party custodialship situation, right? Because your assets should outperform what's in your bank account at some point. It takes some time. But at some point, your accumulation efforts will overtake what's in your bank account. That's when you know you done the right thing. This is another question. What are your thoughts on buying a few non-US backed stablecoins and staking them in DeFi? The reality is, because we are no longer third-party custodians in mind or in action, it's up to you. It's totally up to you. What I would say is, depending on the protocol that you are interacting with, certainly you want to ensure that capital, those assets, in the event that something happens with that platform, you can file a claim. Oh, y'all didn't know we can do this in crypto. That's why you need a mentor. So you file a claim and get those monies back. I hope Miss Kimberly, I hope that helped. My favorite decentralized exchange and why. Oh, hold on. I would say 1inch exchange. Yeah. Take a look at Alchemist too, because they help stop front running on a lot of the trades that you enter to swap ERC20 tokens. This is a good question. Miss Corey Gia, what is the cause of gas fees on Ethereum to increase or decrease? Usage. The more a chain is utilized, the more users are utilizing it, the more transactions are being processed on the network. The more demand for the network, the gas fees go up to meet that demand to process all of those transactions on the Ethereum blockchain. By the way, this is not exclusive to Ethereum. It happens on all native chains. It's just that it's gotten to a point now with Ethereum that the usage level is so huge that these gas prices fluctuate like that. Mr. Jordan said, talk about crypto insurance. I'm not going to do that. Why? Because I stopped giving free financial crypto education. I don't have to do it. The people that pay me, my students pay me to do that. I'm not going to do it. There's so much. If you think this video is all I know about cryptocurrency, when you have, I'm not going to say that. Never mind. I'm not going to do that. I respect my time. My time is valuable. And the people that want to know what I know should respect my time too. Pay some bread. I'll coach you. I have many students that do that. And they're not all just in the US, around the world. All right. Wow. That was a fast hour and 13 minutes. So guys, I'm going to say thank you for your attentiveness today. This has been a great dialogue, great questions, awesome comments. And I want to ask a favor. Y'all mind if I ask a favor? We have a cryptocurrency platform that allows you to utilize your debit card in over 150 countries around the world. So it can, the intention and spirit behind it is so that more people have easier access to cryptocurrencies around the world. Been successful. The link to that particular place that you can buy crypto is right here. It's going right across the screen right here. I am looking for committed individuals to utilize this platform to buy your cryptocurrency so that we can have consistent crypto volume purchases on the platform. And by your dedication and commitment to only use this particular platform, btcking.us, affords us the ability. I'm not in the US right now. I'm in Ghana. Okay. We have started a farm utilizing those very same profits from this particular platform to buy crypto. And through the farm, we're able to create jobs and stimulate the local economy here in Ghana to employ people, to provide work, to provide food. All of this is coming from the profits of BTCKing.us. We are probably one of the only crypto exchanges or crypto platforms that does this, and you can verify that the work is being done. If you need verification, all you got to do is go to my personal Facebook page and you'll see the videos of us starting the farm. We're every week we're working on it every week. Just did an update this week. Okay, so please, if I can get you guys to utilize the platform to acquire your assets, that'll be amazing. You're helping yourself and you're helping people here in Ghana, right? It's a win-win-win for everybody. So I'm just asking for commitments from you guys to invest in yourself and help people here at the same time. This is an amazing opportunity to be involved in, and also share. Hey, you know that BTC King guy, he's in Ghana building a farm using his buying crypto from his platform, help people get jobs in Ghana. We're probably one of the only companies that does that in the entire world. There's very few of us that do. Okay, so thank you guys for your attentiveness today. It has been a pleasure being engaged with you guys for this amount of time. This is BTC King coming to you live from Accra, Ghana. We'll see you when we see you.
ecosystem is saturated with a lot of trending stories and events, from blockchain to fintech and even cryptocurrency. However, there is the need to get viewers updated on the happenings in the ecosystem. So join us on this platform for crypto updates, Mondays to Saturdays by 2 p.m. West African time on CNETv, to get analysis as regards trending stories from several media outfits, from Cointelegraph to Coins Extra, Crypto Globe, and more. Crypto Daily, the program depicting the ecosystem. CNETv, the first and leading 24/7 live broadcasting blockchain, cryptocurrency, and FinTech TV application. On our mobile app, you have access to our latest news updates ranging from esports, fintech, iGaming, blockchain, cryptocurrency, and artificial intelligence. We bring to you interviews, analyses, cryptocurrencies, market reviews, and live events. Download our app today from your iOS or Google Play Store or on our website at cnetv.io. CNETv, objectivity is our watchword.
A nation can exist with unbelief, but can never exist with injustice. The price or the choice is yours. As a nation, to embrace justice and move, or to stay with injustice and go down. What do I mean? A nation at this 21st century has to follow the tech space, has to follow the new digital system, or else just fall by the wayside, and at the end of the day says, oh no, ad I know. Would you like to say oh no, ad I know? Of course. It's very important to accept the trends. It is a beautiful day, and I welcome you to yet another edition of your show, my show, the global show. It is called Crypto Daily. It is coming to your doorstep, courtesy of CNETv, Coin News Extra Television, the number one talk station when it comes to blockchain, fintech, cryptocurrencies, not forgetting artificial intelligence, e-gaming, and many more. Of course, you get it here from the stable. Don't forget that Crypto Daily is a show where we look at ecosystem, we look at various media platforms, we discuss trending issues, innovation, innovative ideas, news, of course, topical issues making the way across the world. Only on blockchain, cryptocurrency, fintech, artificial intelligence, non-fungible tokens, name it, startups. Look at them on this platform. My name is Emmanuel Ogundili. It comes away 2 p.m. West African time every day, Mondays to Saturdays. And of course, I'm Hako, once again, Emmanuel Ogundili. Today we'll be very interesting because we'll be going through the media outfit from CNETv to our sister station to Cointelegraph to CoinGecko to CoinDesk to Bitcoinist to Unlock Blockchain and many more. Crypto Globe, you'll be getting to see them on this platform today. Once again, if you're ready to go, if I'm ready to go, let's go. We want a break. When we come back, the show will start. Don't go anywhere. Please join us again.
CNETv, the first and leading 24/7 live broadcasting blockchain, cryptocurrency and fintech TV application. On our mobile app, you have access to our latest news updates ranging from esports, fintech, iGaming, blockchain, cryptocurrency and artificial intelligence. We bring to you interviews, analyses, cryptocurrencies, market reviews and live events. Download our app today from your iOS or Google Play Store or on our website at cnetv.io. CNETv, objectivity is our watchword.
So welcome back. It's still the show talking about crypto daily. I took my first story coming from Coins Extra, and it says, I've got very interesting story. You ask me. It says Mexican president says no plans to adopt Bitcoin BTC as legal tender. Mexican president says no plans to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. Now, in case you don't know, Mexico, El Salvador, Argentina, Brazil all belong to Latin America. That's very important that you understand. They belong to Latin, or some call them North America. That's what we get. But now, the Mexican president, of course, recall that Mexico is close to America. In fact, we know about when Donald Trump was president, talking about the Mexican wall. He started. He didn't finish it. That's just a lie. You know that. Now, let me look at what he's saying now. The Mexican president talking about has cleared the air around Bitcoin, saying the country is not interested in adopting BTC as a legal tender. Now, Mexico's president Andrés Manuel López Obrador, in press conference that was the last week, October 14, said the country is not interested in Bitcoin adoption of legal tender, at least not yet. Now, and another word, at least, or statement or further that, at least not yet. That means that there is a possibility, or there is a possible action in which Bitcoin may be accepted or adopted as a legal tender in that country. Now, that's what we're getting from this angle. We said, responding to John Lee's questions on the possibility of Mexico making this legal tender, Obama said, let me quote him now, we are not going to change in that aspect. We think that we must maintain orthodoxy in the management of finances and not to try innovate much in financial management. Of course, that's what we get in that. In fact, the president said that rather than changing Mexico's policy to make it pro-crypto, the government is interested in developing mechanisms to evade tax evasion. Of course, that's what Lopez talking about Mexican president is saying at the moment now. Of course, I forgot but I don't want it for sure, which is the fact that the case of making Bitcoin legal tender, the court of El Salvador passed that bill sometimes in June, and of course made Bitcoin legal tender sometimes last month, September in particular. Now all hands are now People are looking at what is happening to El Salvador because the question is simple. Now, El Salvador did accept it to make Bitcoin legal tender, and of course, the other Latin American countries like Mexico, Argentina. Now, you notice that apart from the Asian continent now, when we talk about the adoption and the much mining that we have in the world, we talk about likes of the North American countries like Argentina, Brazil, El Salvador, and the like. There's much mining in that environment, which is very good. But now the president of Mexico talking about this man, Manuel Lopez Obrador, in the press conference saying that for now they are not going to use a legal tender, at least for now. Now, for the uninitiated, El Salvador's radical move to make Bitcoin legal tender said a wave of pro-crypto regulation in motion across Central and South America. Again, to date, various countries in the region have introduced legislation seeking to establish friendlier crypto regulations to attract more capital investment. At the same time, by embracing the Bitcoin standard, the countries are keen on reducing their dependency on the greenback and mitigate the dollar hegemony. As previously reported by Panamanian Congress member Gabriel Silva, had floated a bill designed to make Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies legal tender in the country. That story is coming from Coinage Extra today. It says that Mexican president says no plan to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. And of course, Mexico not keen on making BTC legal tender. That's coming from Coinage Extra for today. You can read that story and get to see more on that one. Over $2 billion in new money has flowed into any Bitcoin sector this month. That's another news coming from Coinage Extra that says over $2 billion in new money has flowed into any Bitcoin futures this month. Now, Bitcoin price is ready to pounce up at its almost $65,000, and of course, all-time high after seeing a new case of volatility in the past 24 hours. Now, latest Sunday, the Bitcoin price dropped just under $59,000, only to climb back to $62,700 on Monday. Currently, hovering at $61,000. Okay, currently now, $62,000. At the time of writing this report by Context Writer, $61,000. But that's what we get now. Economics much on the cryptocurrency market behaved the same way, with the total market cap at $2.55 trillion, down from a high of $2.62 trillion earlier in the day, according to CoinGecko. While whales continue to accumulate BTC with Bitcoin supply impact, well, basically never dropping since 2017. That's what we're getting. The moment talking about this story says over $2 billion in new money has flown into semi-Bitcoin feature this month. Of course, if you notice that Bitcoin has about 44% of the total money or total cap when it comes to the total market cap. Bitcoin has 44% or more, and of course the Ethereum has around 17.7%, which to me makes them one of the biggest, and of course second biggest, and of course when it comes to the market. I'll leave that story again. It says again, over $2 billion in new money has flowed into semi-Bitcoin futures this month. You can go to Coinage Extra and read that story. Now, I have another one here. It says that a blockchain-based system for real estate logistics in India. Now, before I go to that story, it is the fact, not fiction, that blockchain works in almost every real facet of life. In marine, in crude oil, in petroleum, in transportation, in education, name it, blockchain functions effectively, even in administration too. If I recall sometimes one of the parties in Kenya was asking the electoral body of Kenya to try and make sure that they do the election via blockchain, and of course do election via blockchain. Now, the reason is simple, because it's decentralized ledger, and of course open to everybody. You can't hack it. It's open. You are saying what you want to do. It makes it very, very easy. Now, the story is a blockchain-based system for real estate launches in India. Now, although the stance of the Indian government on digital currency adoption is still not clear, there have been innovations with blockchain technology in non-financial sectors in the country, no doubt about that. Local fintech firm RealX launched in 2020, but had to temporarily stop operations due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Now they run a platform for fractional ownership of properties and made available to the public. Recently, the company partnered with Trip Villas, a vacation home rental service, to mix ownership of vacation properties in accordance with usage and yield. Now, Trip Villas will also be responsible for managing the basket of vacation properties and, of course, suppose it for co-investment on the RealX platform. The RealX blockchain-based platform enables Indian investors to buy and sell direct deeded or seeded co-ownership vacation homes. Investors can invest in high-yield, high-return properties with a blockchain-based registry globally. Now, the co-founder and CEO of Manish Kumar said they were badly affected by the pandemic, but it also created an opportunity for RealX to reinvest its strategy. Of course, a lot of guys, the COVID-19 did open people to a lot of things, and then you can talk about what happened, guys, even to the tech space and of course digital space. The pandemic, the coronavirus issue did open guys to that one, and this is not this news from tech here is not from real estate. I beg your pardon, is not news to me. Is not a new thing that we see talking about real estate launch in India. It's just to the fact that this real estate launch is going to be on a blockchain layer, and of course, you're going to make sure that it's transparent, it's open, it's decentralized, and of course, we know what we are doing. That story is coming from Collins. It says that blockchain-based system for real estate launches in India. You can read that story there. Now, Bitflyer acquires the coveted Type 1 license to offer crypto margin trading and derivatives in Japan. Bitflyer acquires the coveted Type 1 license to offer crypto margin trading and derivatives in Japan. Tokyo-based prominent cryptocurrency exchange Bitflyer today announced that it has successfully registered as a Type 1 financial instrument business under the Financial Instrument and Exchange Act. That's in Japan there. Now, by successfully registering itself as a Type 1 financial instrument business in Japan, Bitflyer can now reopen its margin trading and derivative operations. Now, from the uninitiated in May 2020, Bitflyer was forced to shut the aforementioned service to stay compliant with local regulations. However, by tagging the coveted Type 1 license, Bitflyer can now once again afford to offer margin and derivatives trading services in stark contrast to other exchanges, including Binance. So, good enough for Bitflyer there. They can go back to what they know how to do there. Of course, in Japan, they after going down 2020, now coming back again to start again. They can start to do their own exchanges, just like Binance, OKX, and likes in Japan. And of course, the lessons learned is just simple. Make sure you're in good condition, good shape when you want to do any action that you think you want to do. Make sure you're in good shape, and of course, make sure that everything is done in accordance with the precepts of law. Now, in case you're watching us, it is still Crypto Daily coming to you from a super classic station, CNETv, number one talk station when it comes to blockchain, cryptocurrency, and fintech. Not forgetting non-fungible tokens, artificial intelligence, and the likes. Now, in case you've not downloaded our TV application, please, it's very important you download the TV application. Just do me a favor, download the application from the Google Play Store or iOS, and of course, you can enjoy the juicy things from this angle. We're going to break now. When we come back, we'll be looking at another media outfit, preferably to be Coin Telegraph, and of course, we'll read stories from there. Do not go anywhere. It is still Crypto Daily from the super classic station, CNETv. We're going to break. We'll come back with more stories. Please join us again.
It's a beautiful Thursday morning, and I'd like to welcome you to the first episode of many series of our banking and blockchain program. My name is Olubumi and I'll be your host. This series is proudly brought to you by CNETv and we'll be having it every Thursday, 1 p.m. Nigerian time. Banking has experienced significant growth and development over the last few decades. We'll be looking at a lot of topics and we'll be bringing in experts from all around the world to discuss how blockchain can be applied to banking, use cases that can be used for blockchain in banking. Now first, blockchain is not a cryptocurrency. Blockchain and Bitcoin are two different things. Blockchain is a technology, Bitcoin or every other cryptocurrencies are currencies, and these currencies are built on blockchain technology.
Today we are going to be discussing more, we are going to be delving more into financial services. Why is blockchain not mainstream in Africa? Why are financial services companies and banks in Africa not using blockchain as much as we've spoken about the applications and the use cases? And here I have a very amazing person. When you hear about BTC King, that is the man, that's D Duncan. But generally, what do you think the challenges are? Because it's expected that such a technology that carries such power and can give us such a huge solution to a lot of our problems is not mainstream yet, like it's not being used. So what are the challenges that you see to it being mainstream?
Remove the fear, right? Lean into the technology from an understanding component. Really take time to sink your teeth, sink your mind and your spirit into it to understand, okay, how can blockchain technology help my local citizens in my banking community, in my city, in my town, in my state, and in my country? These are questions that we should ask.
Ecosystem is saturated with a lot of trending stories and events, from blockchain to fintech and even cryptocurrency. However, there is the need to get viewers updated on the happenings in the ecosystem. So join us on this platform for crypto updates, Mondays to Saturdays by 2 p.m. West African time on CNETv, to get analysis as regards trending stories from several media outlets, from Cointelegraph to Coins Extra, Crypto Globe, and more. Crypto Daily, the program depicting the ecosystem. CNETv, the first and leading 24/7 live broadcasting blockchain, cryptocurrency and FinTech TV application. On our mobile app, you have access to our latest news updates ranging from esports, fintech, iGaming, blockchain, cryptocurrency and artificial intelligence. We bring to you interviews, analyses, cryptocurrencies, market reviews and live events. Download our app today from your iOS or Google Play Store or on our website at cnetv.io. CNETv, objectivity is our watchword.
Welcome back to watch the show. It is called Crypto Day from the Super Classic station. Talking about CNETv. That brings us to Cointelegraph today because our time is fast spent here. Russia aims to replace US dollar reserve with digital asset in long term. Okay, and of course, the president of Russia, Vladimir Putin, is a man that you cannot, you can't predict. Talking about Vladimir Putin, two presidents I know that you can't predict. Talking about Xi Jinping and of course Vladimir Putin. These two guys are, I don't use what correct, but of course they can be very off sometimes. Alright, Russia continues pushing the dollarization. The Minister of Foreign Affairs of Russia is reportedly considering replacing the United States dollar with not only traditional fiat currency but also digital currencies. Now, Alexander Pankin, Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs of Russia, reiterated the country's plan to reduce the US dollar in Russia's international reserves and its usage in settlement with foreign partners in a Tuesday interview that's today with local news agency Interfax. Now, the official said that MFA Russia isn't excluding the possibility of replacing the US dollar with some digital asset alongside other currencies. Now, it's possible to replace the US dollar with other currencies, both national and regional, as well as some digital asset in the long term. Now, Kane added that such replacement will require significant efforts from the government, including rebuilding established cooperation models between jurisdictions and businesses, as well as creating new mechanisms for new settlement systems. Now, the official noted that Russia dollarization campaign comes in line with the country's effort to avoid challenges posed by sanctions from the US government. Now, payments in US dollar go to American banks, of course, and a clearing system which allows Washington to block any transaction they deem suspicious. Now, Pankin said he added that the Russian government has not faced such issues before with euro or other fiat currencies and doesn't plan similar measures for any other national currencies or so far. Now, for several years, Russia has been considering steps to cut the US. Now, in a short time, let me just say that the case of Russia case now and US has been trending for quite a while now, and of course the thought or the notion of fire for fire or back to back issue has been something that we noticed in Russia. And now I recall that in the case of the former president of USA, that before Joe Biden, talking about there were issues when he became president that he had the Russia attacked or scammed or blah. There were issues like that as got Donald Trump. So it's all like that. But the issue of the two countries have been targeting for quite a while now as regards Russia capitalist is socialist, but it's just something that we're experiencing in that regard. So that's why we've seen all these happenings, and of course it happens like that. So again, the headline says Russia aims to replace US dollar reserves with digital assets in long term. Of course, maybe once they finally have their own digital asset, they could just replace dollar, just like what China is trying to say with the digital yuan. We expect that could also happen in that regard. Now, away from that story, a good other story I'm quite terrible. I will say is that French central banks pilot blockchain-based CBDC for debt markets. Okay, French central bank pilot blockchain-based CBDC for debt market. Of course, if it is on blockchain, then it's guaranteed. But if it's not on blockchain, then it's centralized. That's just the nation that a lot of persons have. Now, the Central Bank of France continues actively exploring a central bank digital currency, completing a significant trial of a blockchain-based CBDC in the country's debt market. Over 500 institutions in France have participated in a 10-month experiment testing a CBDC issued by Banque de France for government bond deals. The Financial Times reported on Tuesday. The CBDC trial was led by Belgium-based financial services firm Euroclear and used a system developed by American technology giant IBM. The CBDC test also involved the French Public Debt Office alongside the central bank and a consortium of major financial companies operating in France. now including firms such as BNP Paribas, Credit Agricole, CIB, HSBC, and Societe Generale. Okay, of course, we expect that with this, the CBDC of France should come up by first quarter of next year, according to what they said. Sometimes we said it will come by first quarter of next year. It's a good one for France to think like that, and of course, we wish them well. If you ask me. Now, away from that story, crypto lender Nexo confirms NYAG order calls it a mix-up. Crypto lender Nexo confirms NYAG order calls it a mix-up. Okay. Cryptocurrency lending platform Nexo Financial denies the allegations of offering unregistered services to New Yorkers put forward by Attorney General Letitia James. Okay, Attorney General James directed two unnamed crypto lending companies to cease operations on Monday, citing failure to register the businesses in New York and performing unlawful activities. Of course, the crypto lender Nexo is revealed to be one of the two companies to receive the cease and desist order from the Office of the Attorney General, denying its involvement in unlawful operations. And Nexo spokesperson said, Nexo is not offering its own product and exchange in New York, so it makes little sense to be receiving a cease and desist order for something we are not offering in New York anyways. Okay, that's all we're getting for them talking about Nexus saying no, we do not have anything to do with New York. It is a mixed conception. We keep our fingers crossed and see how it goes between them and other persons. Now, BTC price is up 50% in China. Selflessly banned Bitcoin mining. This story is funny to me because when China banned, a lot of persons thought that it would go down, but the reverse is the case. It went down too, but it's bad. It was 150 days since China banned Bitcoin mining, and BTC price actually has only benefited as a result. Now, 5 years ago, China caused a considerable but not unsurprising stir by doubling down on its hostile environment policy towards cryptocurrency. Just like every ban before it, China's move against miners saw temporary price turbulence, matching the biggest physical upheaval in Bitcoin history. Okay, I know that the case of China banning or clamping down on miners affected Bitcoin, affected prices later, but now I feel that is like going away from the norm because now I feel things are becoming better for marketers. Now, let me just tell you that let me look at the price of coin that we have now. At the moment now, Bitcoin is $62,000, Ether is $3,008, Binance is $491, Cardano is $2.18, Ripple is $1.09, Solana, of course, others goes like that. You're watching Crypto Daily from CNETv. Don't forget you can download our TV application from your Google Play Store or your iOS. All you need to do is just to pick up your mobile phone, go to your Google Store or your iOS, download CNETv, register, and of course you can be a partaker of the juicy things that we have from this table. Alright, we go on a break now. When we come back, we'll be saying our final verdict. Don't go anywhere. Please join us again.
CNETv, the first and leading 24/7 live broadcasting blockchain, cryptocurrency and fintech TV application. On our mobile app, you have access to our latest news updates ranging from esports, fintech, iGaming, blockchain, cryptocurrency and artificial intelligence. We bring to you interviews, analyses, cryptocurrencies, market reviews and live events. Download our app today from your iOS or Google Play Store or on our website at cnetv.io. CNETv, objectivity is our watchword.
Unfortunately, this is all Jordan Cortland on the show today talking about Crypto Daily. I don't believe you've been able to tap or enjoy the show today. The show that is supposed to looking into the ecosystem. I've got what's trending and the likes. Remember, follow us in the building, my producers, and of course everybody. Let's hook up again tomorrow, 2 p.m. West African time. Meanwhile, at 4 today, we have news with Maria Oga. It promises to be very interesting today. Meanwhile, make sure that you download our TV application from the Google Play Store or your iOS. Google Play Store or iOS. And of course, follow us on social media and those on Instagram, on Twitter, and of course on Facebook, on at CNETv in capital letter 1. You glad did. Alright, you can take on the platform today. Many thanks for watching. My name is Emmanuel. Enjoy the rest of today. I'm out of here. Bye for now.